Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad. Thor Vigi, may Thor bless on this wonderful Friday, 30 degrees, snowing. Yeah, snow. We got 2 inches of slush is what we got. Maybe an inch. I don't know. It's kind of just hanging out and being slushy. Welcome to the slushy Northeast Ohio. Welcome to Cleveland. But hey, it's still a good day. It's still a good day. Tell you about those who did not have a good day. That's right, you guessed it. Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan left there by Trader Joe's militia / incompetent regime. At least we forget that 13 servicemen and women died at Abbey Gate in Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 other poor souls. 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs, things that'll grow back. A lot of them were service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands. But there was hope. Folks getting them out. Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Diamond Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. And at least we forget that 200 plus individuals are still incarcerated over the J6 debacle, held there without bail, without sentencing, in torturous conditions, solitary confinement. Someone lost an eye. There have been suicides. The inmates have committed suicide. It's a lot of displaced families, a lot of moms and dads in prison. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Definitely deploy more knife hands. But there's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, lawyer firms doing pro bono work, even senators, congressmen, and representatives getting into the fray. Yes. Every day in defiance, they make a phone call. The inmates make a phone call to their loved ones, and they sing at the top of their lungs the national anthem. That's right. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? You know that song? Yeah. You can sing the rest. Yeah, every day. So every day they don't forget either. So Trish in progress. She sent me an interesting comment. You know that there's still people that don't know, they don't remember, they don't realize. So you know, tell them. Like, hey, you know those people still incarcerated over the January 6th? Really? Yeah. Talk about it. Talk about it amongst your family, friends, and loved ones. Work, all that stuff. Talk. Do it. You know, I'm not saying, you know, like, share, and all that stuff. Yeah, sure, you know, that happens anyway. But, you know, yourself, that, you know, when you go out, like, wow, you know, I was hearing about this J6. You know, they're still incarcerated. Somebody committed suicide. Somebody else committed suicide. Yeah, just talk about it. Like, oh, really? People will. That's the best way to get things out is word of mouth. It really is. You know, especially amongst the people, right? Yeah, we have social media. Yeah, we have, you know, that, but that can be suppressed. You know, obviously. But, you know, your word of mouth, when you tell someone, that's, you know, unless they go, nah, you know, they're going to hear it. It's going to plant the seed, and they're going to run off and tell somebody else, and so on and so forth, and create a chain reaction. You know, that's how word was spread back in the day. That in newspapers and things like that. Anytime a traveler came into town, it was, what word of the West? What word from the North? You know, so that's how things still happen to this day, right? And you know, nowadays we've got things like Google, and so you can tell them, like, nah, you're lying. Yeah, Google it. Fact check that shit. So yeah. Anyway, meanwhile, it appears that the first document of the Jeffrey list has been dropped, and wow, lo and behold, of course. Mr. Bill is there. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Yes, remember him? Oh no, Mr. Bill. Yeah, so Mr. Bill is definitely on there. Interesting. Of course, they're going to try to spin this on Trump because he's on the list. But I was listening to Tim, and you know, Tim Pool, and yeah, he regurgitates, but you know, it is cool. yeah, Trump's on the list, and everybody's. Jeff said, oh, he's a great friend, and there was a testimony of one of the girls that was working for Jeff and Jiz, Jeff and Jiz, right? And because they were working, these girls were working underage, and they said that they're trying to spin the thing that Trump flirted with them. She says, no, he never flirted with us. And matter of fact, we tried to get into his casino and we couldn't get in because we were underage. So Trump's totally exonerated. No, people are always, like the Trumpster. His empire, everybody wants to say they know him, and everybody wants to, be buddy with him and rub elbows with him. And of course, the Jeff and Jiz, they're like, ooh, that's a very sweet honeypot right there. So if they could honeypot him, that's a big payday, right? Well, they couldn't, Don is very savvy, and he's like, yeah, he cut tight. He's like, yeah, right, whatever. Yeah, you're not getting in here. No. So I mean, everybody wants his money. Everybody wants his influence, and he was very careful of who gets that that privilege. So in other news, I just heard about this. This probably happened maybe about 5-6 days ago, but of course, what's going on in the Red Sea. The Houthis and the Hezbollah, they've been sending drones, and they sent a bunch of boats out. 5-6 boats went out to attack some ships. We have warships. we have warships in there. And 6 went out. 1 came back. So 5 sunk and died. 5 sunk right there because they, distress signal. 12% of all shipping, boats and containers. We do a lot of containers here. So 12% of that goes through there, through the Red Sea. And, a lot of companies have just started to just say, fuck it, we're going to go around the Horn of Africa and pass that cost on to the consumer. So what does Iran so fast, I ran so far away. But what do? They send a warship, just one warship in there, and they're like just hanging off in the corner, like, hey, look at us, we have one warship. We are here to, I don't know, look strong, look pretty. Amidst a sea of really totally capable, warships. I mean, we're talking massive warships that command an airspace, a sphere of influence of, I don't know, I forget how many miles. I think it's classified. Hundreds of miles, if not thousands of miles. I don't know. So just one shows up and just sits there and then just kind of leaves. So yeah, that's what they did, because they were so worried about these the Hamas and the Hezbollah, Houthis, coming through, getting attacked and getting destroyed because they're attacking everybody else, right? So, yeah, back in the 80s, I think it was 1989. I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe in the 90s. But one ship was held. One ship, and then I think it was under Reagan. Yeah, so it was under Reagan. They destroyed half their fleet in one day. It was just like boom, 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 and they called it a appropriate response. I mean, so and to talk about the scorecard, it is literally. What was it, 22? I think it's up to like in upper 20s, almost 30, but that many, maybe 30, 20 plus, let's just say 20 plus drones, missiles, and boats that were sent either towards were sent from the Hezbollah and the Houthis were shot down. I mean, just boom, done. Shut them down, bam, splash into the drink. So I mean, it's cold air, warm air. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. Iowa just had a school shooting. Check it out. It's all live and shit. I don't know. So check that out. So I hope nobody was really seriously hurt or injured. I could go on a rant about protecting our children, because we do have the ways and means to protect our children, but I don't know, these. I'm just gonna leave it right there. So yes. So fuck team. Go TeamLinda. Go TeamLinda. Fuck cancer. She is kicking ass and taking names and getting stronger by the day. She is probably held up next to the heater because it's like 30 degrees out here. So she is in good spirits and nice and warm and getting strong. She sounds really good. So this has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget.